Welcome to the bench, friends. This is Joe, Blue Oval Racing, HO Scale, Custom and Performance. Yesterday's video, we took a Tomy Turbo chassis and transferred all the parts that we were able to use onto a Hardin Creek HC Slot Cars Bear Super 7 chassis. That's what we did. Or you could use a Super Racing Turbo chassis. If you have either, however you want to say it, of these chassis broken, cracked, something happened to it, and you can't run it no longer, everything is good on the chassis except for the chassis broken in some way. Don't let it sit. Buy yourself a Hardin Creek Super 7 chassis and a set of Super 7 traction magnets and I would suggest a new set of tires, and you are raring to go zoom around your track. So, we did that yesterday. We took a Tomy Turbo, took all the parts off of it that we could use, and built a HC Slot Cars Super 7 chassis. And here it is. This is what we built yesterday. I have not test run it. We will be test running it today. Now, if you decide to do this, a Bear chassis, a color Bear chassis, blue, white, red, or yellow, will cost you $4.95 for the chassis. It comes with a guide pin already installed. All the ones I purchased have guide pins installed. Unless Terry changed it. I doubt he did, because I just made a purchase not that long ago. It came with a guide pin installed. You will need traction magnets. 2 flavors, 2 choices. The Pro 6 or the Pro 10. If you order them, make sure they specifically say they are meant for the Super 7 chassis. Pro 6 are $6.95 for a set. Pro 10 or $7.95 for a set. That's it. Now, I would buy a new set of rear tires. I go somewhere between 436, 438. Right now, HC Slot Cars, I did not see any 436s. They do have 438s in the HC Slot Car brand. $2.74 for a pair. Tires, Bear chassis, traction magnets. 3 things. Now, if you have any Super G Plus cars or any of these clips laying around that go on a Super G Plus, they fit the Viper chassis or the Super 7 chassis, the AFX clip. If you don't, well, he sells these also, Terry does. I think they're $3 and something. You can get them for Wide Pan Tyco or Lifelike. Most of you probably already have a few of these laying around. If you don't, $3 and something. And that is it. Every part from either Tomy chassis, Turbo, Super Racing Turbo, will get used except for the magnets, the traction magnets, and naturally the chassis. The chassis you won't need. And the little clips, naturally you don't need those. And on the rear axle, you will need to take off the gear saver off the rear axles. Every other part on there is used. So that's where we got yesterday we built our Super 7 chassis. I have not test run it yet. We're going to go to the track and test run it. But if you think about it, you have either one of these cars just sitting at home in a box, not being used. I've had them where the little front nose breaks off that holds the front of the pickup shoe on. I've had them crack right on the center here. Just split. I've had them crack on the chassis where the motor clips into. You can try to use a soldering iron and melt them to fix them, but once they get to that point, you're better off building the Super 7 because the Super 7 chassis is going to run way better than the Tomy Turbo or Tomy Racing, Super Racing Turbo. My opinion. Let's go ahead and head to the track, take our Super 7 that we built, and see how she runs. All right, welcome to the track. Well, somehow, hold on, I turned the light on somehow. I don't need the light on. We got to pause it. Welcome to the track, friends. I got the light turned off on. The camera, yeah. Cell phone. We're at the track with our Super 7 build from yesterday. We're going to take it for a few laps. But first, I forgot something. The last two videos, I forgot to mention something. I received a sticker in the mail. Pretty much everybody knows who he is. He does beautiful custom work. The one and only G-Bud Custom and Speed Shop. Thank you, G-Bud. I appreciate it. He sent me this sticker. I've had it for like 2 weeks. I made one video. It turned out to be a blooper video beyond belief. I couldn't put it out there. I just didn't feel good about it. And I did have G-Bud's sticker in that video. I deleted it. Never did put it on YouTube. My last video I made yesterday, I forgot all about it. And it was sitting right beside the workbench. But here he is today. G-Bud, Custom and Speed Shop. Thank you, G-Bud, for sending this to me. I will be putting this sticker up on the backboard of the track. But for now, we're setting it right over here where the monster trucks are. All right. Now, back to the Super 7 we built. I'm anxious to see how this runs. I have built probably a dozen of them, but I always put, most of the time, I put some aftermarket parts on them. I definitely usually use the Viper low-profile pickup shoes. Razor front end or independent. But I wanted to leave this one stock as possible. Stock Tomy Turbo style, say. I feel it's going to run terrific. I know it will. We may need to do some adjustments. And remember, my trigger hand's a little goofy right now. I got the middle finger just trying to flop around as I'm working the trigger. You get the picture? All right. So, and just because the middle finger's flopping around, I'm not giving nobody the middle finger out there today. Yesterday was a different story. Today, no middle fingers to nobody. Sounds good? Well, it's off the track. May have to go a little lower with those back tires. Yes, indeed, I believe we will. Or I'm just driving terrible today as usual. All right. Runs very good. I can't get on it a hell of a lot because when we come off the track, I need to drive the car. I can drop those rear tire sides down a few notches, and I think I'm going to do it during this video. Let me go see what other tires I have. I'm going to drop down the tire size on the rear. I'll be right back. See what we got. We got 436, 438, 424 albinos. We're going to go with the 432 albinos. Let's give them a shot. Might as well. Okie dokie, we are back. We are going to, we have a set of 432 albinos. We are going to install onto, I hope they're not too low, onto our Super 7 build. Those are 436. We got the albinos. Now these are just factory stock single flange rear hubs. These are no Viper double flange, so the good thing is these albinos will be easy to take off. All right, very good. All right. Albinos are installed. Let's see what they're measuring out to be. I said they were 432s. No wonder I'm in the wrong spot. Well, they're measuring more like 436 on these rims, on these wheels. Huh. Well, somewhere between, yeah. It didn't drop any. So I labeled the tube wrong, said 432 on it, but let's drive it with the albinos on it anyway. Maybe get better results. You never know. See if we can get in the corner a little bit faster. Well, that corner we couldn't. If we change this body out, I'm sure this is going to run. This is a pretty heavy body. It's running good though. With the albino tires, you can get on it more into the corners for sure before lifting. Ooh, except for that corner down there. That corner seems to bite me right on the rear end. Let me get a different body. Let's try that GT40 body. That's got some good aerodynamics to it. Let's try one of these ones. All right. We're still filming. Yes, indeed. So we have a black and we have the white black with green. Let's go with that one first. I don't believe we'll have any problems with this, with the profile of how it's sitting. We might. Take a look. Yeah. Not as jiggly, though, as when it's on the Viper chassis. I think we'll be okay. Ooh. It hooked and pulled that car right off the track. You've seen that. The power. The grip of those albino tires lifted that car. The horsepower lifted that car right up off the track. You can see aerodynamics means a lot. Ooh, we hit right below man-child sticker over there, somewhere between there and Scott's House of HO Racing. Come on, Joe. Getting carried away, dude. All right. Here we go. Ooh. We flipped over the semi-truck in between the Javelin and the, whoever the hell the heck that is. And we're back on the track. Oh, man. Spun out. Clean off the tires a little bit. Holy moly. Let's take these albinos off. Let's go back with the other tires. Might be hooking too much with these. Let's go back. These tires right here. Track is very dusty too. Seen these cleaned. I haven't done anything else to the track because now I'm in limbo. Really thinking about a routed track now after seeing all the fun Mark's Slot Car Garage is having. Well, more than most likely I'm going that route now. But the thing about it is, the routed track, I would be getting it from Thor. That's right. California Kid Willie Boy Musgrave. And they bought basically the business from Viper. All the layouts. They have all the exact layouts that Viper, Dan over Viper Racing used to do. And if I go 14 foot, I have no choice but to get the Scorpion track. I believe that's the exact track Mark's Slot Car Garage has, but I believe they give you some pieces where you can change it a little bit. Or I go 16 foot. And I would really prefer the 14 foot because this room I have my track in is more of a dormant room. This room never gets used. And this used to be a playroom for my grandkids. I believe I said that before. And when my first two granddaughters were born, this was a playroom beyond belief. And now they are, how old are they? 13 and 14? I still have a lot of stuff up here. I need to turn this into nothing but a slot car room, make a long story short. But I still have one granddaughter that comes up here that is 4. Well, I got to figure out what to do. I hate to move down into the garage. All right, we're going to put on the black chassis, take it for a couple of laps, but I'm going routed. When is the question? I'm having a little bit of health issues right now. That something just came back that's a no-no. I have to get that figured out, and I I want that routed track though. Right. Here we go. See if we can see this one go. It's a black GT. Oh man. We hit the side of that Javelin. Oh, we hit this so hard. We knocked the GT40 for a loop. Literally. Broke the back off of it. I'm blaming it on the finger. Well, break out the super glue on that one. You know what? This thing might run quicker with that going now. Might handle better too. Less drag. Let's check it out. Actually, it does handle a lot better. Man, that's like night and day. Ooh! Talk too soon. We hit the Javelin again. The side of the semi-trailer. All right, so you people out in YouTube land, have mercy on me due to my injury, but my finger will call it on that, so why my driving ability stinks today. Let's run this one again. Hold on, heading over. Yep. I don't think I'm going to do any performance work on this Super 7. I think we're going to just leave it factory. The only thing I would mess with would be tire sizes. And we may, it's questionable, put a razor front end on it or something. Take it for a couple more laps. He's running pretty doggone good. What happened now? Ugh. Huh. One was flying around the track. A couple of track clips I set on the layout yesterday I had found in a box. So that's the Super 7 that we built. It runs pretty doggone good. Yes, my driving ability today is not the best, but it's definitely well worth taking your parts from a car that's, if it's just sitting in a box, turbo, Tomy Turbo, or a Super Racing Turbo, and use the parts and build one of these, because these are great cars. Build a Super 7 with the parts. All right, folks. Whoever does watch the video, I hope you enjoyed. And, well, we need to keep this hobby alive and going. So anyone that may be watching that does not have HO slot cars, get into the hobby. It's not expensive and it's fun. That's really all I can say. It's a terrific hobby. You can build hot rods, very reasonable. You can buy cars already together. You can buy hot rods that are already together. Souped up chassis, Viper scale racing, HC slot cars, Wizard high performance, to mention a few. Those are the three big name. Anyway, till next time, friends.